Hey everybody, Scott here, the Poor Prepper. Today it's Tuesday, the 17th of March, and oh my God, people are panicking. The media for the last 2 months have driven the American people into a panic, and they're panicking. Now businesses are panicking, cities are panicking. Now businesses panicking, I can understand. McDonald's just said they're going to close their lobbies, or where you actually sit and eat. Why? I can understand why they're doing it. If some person goes there, eats there, and all of a sudden they get sick, they can claim, well, it was at McDonald's that I got sick, so I'm going to sue McDonald's. So I understand why McDonald's is saying, no, we're going to close that. You got to come get your food and leave. I can understand that. I don't really like it. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. It's simple monetary policy. I almost said physics, but I got my notes on my computer screen here. Yesterday, an internet hoax, text message hoax, went through, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, no, this has got to be a hoax. This is a hoax. I was down in Nogales doing a pickup, and this guy had his phone going. It was a audio message saying in 48 to 72 hours, America is going to close everything, shut down everything. My first thought was, that's a hoax. And yes, it turned out to be a hoax, but it's causing panic. Whoever did that, you're an effing piece of poop. But I got to give you credit on one thing. You created a panic that people are passing on right and left. My neighbor went out to the store and bought a whole bunch of eggs. She must have bought 10 dozen eggs. And I'm like, why? And she told me about the message. And I was like, oh my God, that's a hoax. And it took me about 10 minutes to find something I can print out and take to her and show to her, yes, it's a hoax. Even the White House around 1 p.m. yesterday said, yes, it's a hoax. Some of the things that are happening worldwide here. Spain, according to Fox News this morning, Spain is on martial law, total lockdown. But they said 19 million are on lockdown, which means what? Half of Spain's on lockdown? Evidently in Spain, it's just like regular martial law. You can go to work, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the doctor. And yes, I'm touching my face because there's no coronavirus in my house. But in Spain, it's basically martial law. But you can also walk your dog, and it's causing a big hubbub because people are taking stuffed animals, putting them on the end of a leash. I don't know where they're getting a big rigid leash, but they are, so they can just go outside and walk around. Now, is it the entire Spanish population or just half of it at 19 million? I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care. Preppers, we're looking at this, at all the sheeple panicking, and we're laughing our butts off. Another thing that happened, I just heard about on the news this morning. 50,000 masks were stolen from a French hospital. Really? How do you get 50,000 masks? Did you drive in with an 18-wheel semi and use a forklift to, fork on like 20 or 30 pallets? Nobody noticed? At this point, I'm wondering, is that a hoax? How many pallets is 50,000 masks? A box is like 10. So let's see, 10, figure 50 boxes to maybe 25 boxes to a pallet. So there's 250 to oh my God, that's truckloads of masks. Whatever. I'm not buying it, but it could be true. It's the French. What do you expect? Now, prediction on my part. You heard it first on the Poor Prepper. By close of business this Friday, entire states, at least one, possibly more, will be declaring martial law. They're going to be calling it something else, but it's basically martial law. You can go to work, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the doctor, you can go to the pharmacy, but you can't do anything else. And don't be out after dark. San Francisco, they're talking about it being some type of misdemeanor. Well, what are you going to do with all the homeless people? Duh! Double duh! San Francisco, duh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so out of control. Uh, Corporations, they got their hand out to the government. Gimme, 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 gimme. Now, I guarantee corporations are going to get bailed out. A lot of them. In my opinion, none of them. Small businesses, yes. Big corporations, no. None of them should get a penny. Now, I got a question for everybody, especially all of you out there panicking. With all the corporations that are going to be getting this money, will the average everyday person get anything? I'm willing to bet they'll throw a small bone. Like, let's say this is a bone. Throw a small bone at us and go, here you go. There's no meat on it, but here's a bone for you. We'll give trillions to the businesses, and we might give $5 to everybody. $10, $100, $1,000. But businesses, they're going to get trillions. That's how it is. That's the politicians that we, including me, have voted in the office. We deserve what we get. Now, update. I heard on Fox News this morning, the Philippines. Yes, for those of you who are products of public education, that is a country in the Pacific Ocean. Beautiful place to visit. If you get money in the future, you want to go visit some place, the Philippines is a beautiful place to visit. They have closed their stock market. Now, San Francisco's basically going under martial law. New York City, de Blasio, or however you pronounce his name, de Butthead, has said they're considering the same thing. Locking down 7 million people. How many are in New York? 7, 8, 9, 10 million people? That's a lot of people to lock down. And that's what they're calling it. San Francisco's calling it a lockdown. It's martial law. Remember, you heard it first here. Now, restaurants in San Francisco, one of the little, I guess, bones they threw to the small business restaurants, you got to close. You can't have anybody in there, but you can have employees there making food if it's going to be delivered. That's something. Not much, but something. So those people who are doing the Uber and Grubhub and those companies that deliver food, you can make some money here. You can make some buku bucks. And more power to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it from the beginning of this. We got to be calm. Smart our way through this. Instead, the media just piled on the BS and just made everybody in America panic. Look at our store shelves now. If everybody in America were not panicking, thank you, media. If everybody in America were not panicking, the store shelves would be full and people could just go to the store. Oh, I need some toilet paper. Oh, I want some Prego spaghetti sauce. Oh, I want some canned soup. And they could buy it. Thanks, media. You done screwed it up for a lot of people, and the poorest people in America are the ones who are suffering the worst. The people with the money could go out and just go like this to a shelf and just put their arms in, grab everything, pull it into their cart, take 2, 3, 4 carts, roll them up, check everything out, and take everything. They're the ones who are hoarding stuff, not preppers. Since this began, preppers have taken a hands-off approach going, we're already prepared. We don't need anything. We're just going to sit back and laugh our butts off. And that's what we have done. What have I purchased since this began? Some beer. Mushrooms, the ones you got to cook, not the canned. Because I prefer those. They have a better flavor. When you can mushrooms, you're cooking a lot of the flavor out of the mushroom. So I prefer fresh. I've bought bananas. I bought other produce, fruits, veggies, milk, bacon, chicken. I'm going to buy some Pepsi. That's really about it. All the stuff that people are hoarding, I have not purchased anything. Oh, hold it. I did buy 3 small boxes, the 8-ounce boxes of angel hair pasta. Did buy 3 of those. Where everybody else was buying 10 and 20, I bought 3. I figured, you know what? I have enough. That's enough to make spaghetti for a month. But, ladies and gentlemen, the press has caused this. Their hatred for President Trump has just shown itself to be over the top and wrong. When this is over, I hope the people of America revolt against the press. They have caused this panic. Their hatred of President Trump is so much, it dwarfs, well, sorry, I was going to say dwarfs their love of America, but you cannot have love and hate in your heart at the same time. So they have no love for America. All they have is hatred for the president. Ladies and gentlemen, now is a great time to calm down. We're like right at the precipice where we can go over the cliff and then America's in free fall. And I'm not talking recession, I'm talking depression, total economic collapse. For God's sakes, people, calm down. Press, for once in your lives, have some honor and integrity and stop. To the people of America, please stop, calm down. Don't believe the press anymore. You should not believe them. If you have any questions or comments, leave it on the YouTube video site or poorprepper13@gmail.com. You guys have a good day and be calm.